Welcome to our podcast, Chumming with the Spirits, Parachum Productions, if you will. We're doing tonight's podcast basically because it's October, it's Halloween, and we want to talk about our favorite things. So when I think of Halloween, the first thing I think of is Sasquatch. No, I'm kidding. We're going to talk about something that Larry said he would like to talk to us about. So Larry wants to start us off.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you guys each of our top 5 favorite horror movies. So we'll go around and explain, starting with number 5, obviously, and working our way to our favorite horror movie, and then explain why we kind of like that. And we've got new drink glasses tonight. Chumming with the Spirits glasses.
And this is a gift from Larry.
You mean Parachum?
From Parachum. Larry the Parachum. Wow, sorry, Larry. I'm not even drinking yet.
Yeah,
so, yeah, this is
JD,
it was a nice
OG.
gift. And we're
Does yours say Parachum or Larry?
It says Parachum.
Yeah, mine's OG, and it's the blood red alcoholic drink we're going to drink tonight for Halloween.
Yeah.
Be sipping. Cheers.
Oh, that's strong. Holy shit. Oh.
This is why I drink neat. Other people don't. I'd throw that in with your Diet Coke so you guys can...
Yeah!
It's
First-
contradiction, right?
Holy shit, what proof is that? Like 2,000?
No, it's only 52% alcohol.
No way.
105 proof.
105 proof.
Just under Wild Turkey.
You know, it's just like super premium unleaded.
That's one of those, that's the lower end of most of the whiskeys I'm drinking now.
Yeah. I'm
Take a
probably going to drink most of this, which is Butterscotch from Revel Stoke, which is butterscotch whiskey
It's fantastic.
with cream soda, because I like my sweets.
He doesn't like things spicy either.
No, I do not.
So are we gonna?
Yeah,
you want to start us off?
Let's
with
kick it
number
off.
5?
Yeah. So, my number 5 spot horror movie of all time is The Strangers. So, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it.
Was that the Nicole Kidman one?
No,
Okay.
this is...
That's the others.
That's the others, which is a phenomenal movie as well. This one has Scott Speedman and Liv Tyler, and they're at their house in the country doing a weekend getaway, I guess, or something like that. And they get this knock at the door, and she's like, "Who's there?" And this little girl that she can't really see because it's dark outside, and she's close enough to the thing where the shrouds and shadows, asks if someone's home, and they're like, "No, you have the wrong address." Well, it ends up being a family, what you think is a family, a mother, father, and a daughter, but like all wearing different masks.
Yes, I've seen that.
One's like a burlap sack.
I have seen this.
And they basically fuck with this couple
Yeah.
all through the night, and end up killing them.
Yeah.
And it terrified me for 2 reasons. It's like, it's not supernatural or paranormal. It's real people fucking with other real people, right? And this could happen.
Well, I think a lot of people say certain ghost people on TV say they're not worried about the ghosts, they're worried about the living. Yeah. So.
And just the saying at the end, Liv Tyler's like crying, like stabbed and bloody, and she's like, "Why are you doing this?" And the girl goes, "'Cause you were home." And I'm just like, really? Like, that's fucked up.
That's crazy, right?
So that's my top, number 5.
Number 5?
Yeah.
Okay, how about you?
Number 5 for me would probably, I'm going to go with Jeepers Creepers.
The original first one.
Oh, good pull.
Good pull, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the sequels weren't as good to me, but the first one, Justin Long and I can't remember the actress, they're driving. It's actually based off of not an actual. I mean, it's a monster in the movie, but there was actually a guy and his wife that was killing people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it kind of had it based off. But in the story arc, this creature sleeps for so many years, wakes up, and then eats and steals body parts from people to gain their powers. And they play the music, Jeepers Creepers, Where'd You Get Those Eyes? And that's, the Jeepers Creepers.
Where'd you get those peepers?
But I thought that one was
About to break out the song. Yeah, that's a great one. For 5, that's strong. That's 5.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna pull out, and I don't know if this is even considered it's more of a horror, gore movie than anything, is Chainsaw Massacre.
That was going to make my list too.
The
Yeah.
original?
Yeah.
Original?
Well, even the re-edition, the renew by was
That's
that
pretty-
Zombie who did it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it?
I'll be honest. I thought he did for a remake. He did a pretty good
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
The first one was really good. The second one was
And there was,
also based off of a real story.
it was just horrific that he would buy with this saw, and this guy's head came off, and you see the brain. I'm just like, good lord! I mean, it just scared the as a younger man or kid. It's like, God, that's real, and people really did that. And what the hell is wrong with people?
Yeah.
So that was very unnerving for me. It really unsettled me.
Yeah, that's a good pull. Alright, let's go to number 4.
Yeah.
So my number 4, and I hope I'm not pulling this off of any of your guys'
I mean, if you are, we're still going to talk about it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this, in my opinion, is. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like quintessential scare from back in the day, and it's The Exorcist.
Okay, well, that's one of my top
Linda Blair.
ones for sure, man. Horrible.
Horrible.
As a kid,
Yeah,
just, I mean, how did it affect you?
it scared the shit out of me.
Well, yeah.
And I'll be honest, the music, the
Piano playing?
Yeah.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
The score-
added
music score,
1,000
yeah.
fold. The score was just phenomenal. It just incited the dread in you.
Yeah. That's legit. You know what? I'm not to get off subject, but I went to the Exorcist house in Universal Studios. They did it, and that was supposed to have been turned off. And Jeremy,
His name's JD.
Jeremy has to punch Larry for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Parachum. That's JD.
Yeah. So
He's up there.
the JD's gonna punch Parachum for that, even though it was my phone.
Is ring set off?
It is off now. So, still a noob. Universal Studio did a fantastic job of that.
They did.
And you walk in there and you're like, oh my God, I mean, this is the house.
Well, we can do some honorable mentions too. Like before we do number 1, do some honorable mentions. Right?
Okay, I like that. Okay. You're 4.
Okay.
My number 4, Legend of Boggy Creek.
I haven't seen that. I've heard it's good.
What? How in the world have you not seen it? It was a mockument. They kind of documented, but they recreated the
With real people. The
Yeah,
people
with the
that
people,
went
yeah.
through it, right?
yeah, because they had the creature attack. I mean, it attacked people in a car, attacked a house. They had people shooting at it, and and I saw it. I think I was maybe 8 when I saw it when it popped up, and the music that they used and all that was. And it has to me a really epic poster because it's the creature kind of shambling. But that for my top 5, that'd probably be my number 4.
Wow. That's
It's a good one. It's a good one. I want to watch that one.
I'm going to go with Friday the 13th, the first one, with Kevin Bacon, how he gets smoked, laying in a cot with the arrowhead going through his neck.
Yeah.
I mean, all of a sudden he's on the bed. Also, you see, I think a hand goes on his head, and then that, also you see this thing protruding out of his neck. And actually, this is his first movie he's ever in, and a little blood coming out. And I just like, why don't you guys just leave? Why can't you just whoop this person's ass, whoever's doing this, and get it over with? There's like a whole bunch of you, and there's get together, don't separate, and F this dude up, right?
Well, I think what I think that's in hindsight, that's a good idea, but the reality behind it is they didn't know who the fuck it was.
Yeah, especially in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they didn't.
Still making that.
Well, they didn't know. They didn't think it was each other, though.
But how do you know?
Well, yeah, because first, if you have sex, you're gonna die.
Yeah,
Like, just stay. Okay.
that was a standard
and
horror flick.
and if you're not white, you're gone. Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna make it through the. Ask my buddy from St. Louis. He'll tell you. So anyway,
Who was the killer?
well, I believe it was the mother.
Oh,
The very first
you're
one.
Yeah, the
good.
first one.
It's been a while, but yeah. So that's my number 4.
Good pull. Good pull. My number 3, going down. is kind of right in line with that. I remember watching this as a kid, and it just absolutely terrified the hell out of me. The original Nightmare on Elm Street.
You bet.
I'm sorry.
Can we still name the same one if it's on our list? Or
We'll throw that on honorable mentions.
Okay, all right.
'Cause, yeah, that one-
Then you are best.
The two scenes where first when Johnny Depp gets pulled through the bed,
one of his early movies starts, yeah.
and
Actually, it was his
His
first
first
movie.
one.
It was his first movie.
and then the girl getting thrown to the ceiling and flayed.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic.
I was afraid to go to sleep.
That was just great.
And then the whole 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you with the little girls.
Yeah, fantastic.
Just psychologically fucked. So yeah, that's my number 3. I'm sorry.
We're going through some good ones, man. Oh, I got to get number 3. If this asshole doesn't take it.
Well, I guess I'm gonna just have to pick the Halloween number 3.
Mike Myers' first
Michael
one.
Myers, yeah.
Okay.
Which is actually a Captain Kirk mask that's
It
been
was.
painted white.
Made that man rich.
Yes. Well, and it was because when they filmed it was after Halloween. That was the only mask that was left.
Yep.
I'm like, and that's how low budgeted that actually was at the time. And what's just her name? It's
True Lies.
yeah.
Trading Places. Jimmy Curtis.
Jamie Curtis's one of early movies. And
Yeah, she was hot.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
and speaking of Rob Zombie, I thought he also did a phenomenal job with
He-
the remakes of those.
He did. He pulled a really good one. That he did a great
Yeah,
job.
he does.
I
so
liked
good.
I liked every one of his shows he's put out.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
And
with
his songs.
you. Right.
I mean, he's masterful in everything that he does, in my opinion.
Well, since we're talking Halloween, horror monsters was my thing. My mom just absolutely loved. So I gotta go. And if this is not number 3, it's probably number 1 or 2 with me. But I want to say it before one of these guys takes it, and that's gonna be Friday Night.
Oh, the original.
The original
Yeah.
Friday Night. Yeah.
I love David Tennant, just because he's awesome. Doctor Who, all that kind of stuff, and the new one with him in it was.
Oh, where he's the magician? Is that the
Yeah.
guy? Yeah.
It was great.
No, it was fantastic. It absolutely was great. But yeah. When he's going, hey me,
Yeah.
he's talking to her, show me. Fantastic. Me and my wife, we still watch it, and she'll just start laughing. That's her favorite scene, right? So
It's a great movie.
great show, great show. It can easily be number 1 with me.
And I'll have to say you're in the clear because I don't think either of you two are gonna have my next 2.
Okay, all right.
Number two, we're getting there. It was also from the 80s. Terrified me as a kid. I mean, honestly, watching it today still terrifies me.
I think I know what he's gonna say.
The Gate.
Oh, that's not.
The Johnny Depp.
Oh, Johnny Depp.
No,
Oh, that's a great
Yeah.
show. Oh my God. Is it called The Gate?
I think it's called.
Early Steven Dorff as a little kid. So basically,
Damon.
no, that's the
Omen.
Omen. No, this one is parents go on vacation and the kid, his best friend that lives across the street's like heavy into like Satanism and metal and music and all that kind of stuff, and they find a hole in their backyard
I've
with
seen
a
it.
little
It is good. It is
little
good.
ball, and they
Yep.
end up opening a portal to hell.
Yep.
Terrifies the shit out of me. The graphics.
That's why we won't let
Animations.
him do mirrors. He wants to do the mirror portal thing, and we won't because of that movie. Because we think he'll do the same thing.
The chainsaw through the wall, the little gremlin things running around.
Yeah, it was great.
Awesome movie.
Yeah,
So
that's great.
Yeah.
So that's your number 2.
that's my number 2.
My number 2, as we're talking about, there's going to be quite a few honorable mentions, but my number 2, probably Hellraiser. For freaking me the living daylights out.
Disturbing.
Very disturbing.
Pinface was.
Yes, no,
His head.
Is it Pinhead? Oh, I
Yeah.
apologize.
Oh, it's all good.
Just so disturbing.
Get it
Yeah,
right,
it's
bitch.
up the puzzle cube.
Yeah, what the
and
hell was that about?
Pandora's box.
Yeah, what the hell?
No, they and
It was
I-
called the Devil's Toy Box or something
Yeah.
like that, right? Or something.
yeah, it's they did a
So
phenomenal.
we called your
job.
ex-girlfriend.
So Dave, what's your number 2?
Oh, well, I'm still remembering scenes from Hellraiser. You kind of
Yeah,
You
that's what's happening.
Yeah,
Somebody
it's
sits
like,
here
oh my
"Okay."
goodness, yeah.
So it's been a while since I've seen it. Is that the one where the guy's like locked in a room, being tortured and stuff?
No, so
And like the skin
His
comes
wife-
off of him.
His wife is what got me in that movie. Yeah, how she gets
I might be thinking of a future Hellraiser.
there's
or
well,
something.
shit, I think
There's
Yeah,
only
there's like
75
20
of
of
them.
them.
yeah, there's they didn't.
There's 75 of them.
I thought they ruined it when they started making them all human later on.
Okay, number 2.
Yes.
I can't say Exorcist.
Well, we mentioned one.
I think it's going to be Flatlanders.
That's weird.
Good pull. The remake was horrible.
It was horrible.
I didn't even realize they made a remake.
Yeah, well, you know what? Your time is worth more than watching that.
It had, it was with what's her name before she came? What's his name?
That helps.
Page, Ellen Page.
Oh,
It,
she was in a bunch of stuff before that though.
It's not that it was terrifying. It was just done so well.
It was.
And with us three all having a fascination with paranormal, life after death, you know, what's on the other side and all that. I just such a
One of the
Good
effects
movie.
that they used is going to be in my top one if somebody doesn't name it. But yeah, the way they portrayed everything, that was, you know, definitely kept you on edge.
And I liked the dichotomy. Like, no one besides Bacon wanted to do it. Like, even Oliver Platt through the whole movie was like, I don't want anything to do with this, but I don't want you guys to hurt yourselves.
yeah.
And then he ended up becoming affected.
Right.
It was very well done.
Oh, and not the scariest movie.
No.
But it's just such a good movie.
Intriguing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you got for number 1?
Well, no, honorable mentions. What's your
Yeah.
first
Oh,
honorable
oh.
mention?
My first honorable mention, and I think a lot of people will want to castrate me or punch me in the balls for this, is The Lost Boys.
No,
No,
that's good.
that is up there for honorable mentions
Yeah.
because
It's so good.
that easily make my top 10.
It's
The
my
soundtrack,
Oh, God, yeah.
the lighting on their faces, like when
Yeah.
some of the iconic
Yes.
Kiefer Sutherland with the light when he's vampired out.
number one vampire movie in my opinion. It just didn't make the top 5 scariest, but that movie was what made me want to play the saxophone.
Yeah.
Oh no, dude,
And I did.
that was
I
great.
played it all through middle school and high school.
They was
Without
brilliant.
your shirt on?
Yeah.
Huh?
The
Without your shirt on?
No, because no one wants to see that.
people will pay.
I still believe. Actually, that's the soundtrack because it's a good.
It's a great soundtrack.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention: Nosferatu.
Making a read
The
the
No, the original, the
No,
black
no.
and white. Yeah, they're gonna.
Bill Skarsgård.
I think he'll do that. I think
so.
he'll do really
Yeah.
good on. But that was one of the. I mean, that was just creepy because it's that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's silent and it's creepy. I was like, and you think about it, was the early 1900s when that was actually filmed.
And the sad thing is, to this day, people can't get that emotion or feeling easily in a film. Like back in that time, early movies was a marvel, in my opinion, the way they
Yeah.
pulled that off. Because, the atmosphere.
Well, and it looks realistic.
Yeah.
And you think about that. That was just strictly makeup, no CGI.
Yep.
Oh, gee, what's honorable?
Wow,
mention? We want to do 3 honorable
Sure.
mentions?
Okay, so I really like the reimagination of Nosferatu. The guy, the crazy looking guy that was in the Vietnam movie. He was
William
the
Dafoe.
Spider-Man William Dafoe that he did a
I
version.
didn't realize.
I didn't know they made
Yeah,
one.
he did, and he was a Nosferatu on that.
Interesting.
And they actually showed boobies, so you'll like it. So when you see a
Boobies.
girl blood, he pulls her shirt off, and that was disturbing. And actually, one of my favorite actors, and I always butcher his last name, Cary Ellis, the guy that was in
Yeah.
You said that
Princess Bride.
perfectly.
the other.
Princess's Bride.
Yeah, he's in it as well.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh,
I
I've never heard of this.
totally should definitely watch it, and it's done very well for sure.
Check that one.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, my second honorable mention is kind of a spoof movie of a very popular ghost investigation show that is a little overboard.
I know what the movie you're talking about. It's actually
And it's called Grave Encounters.
it's actually fun.
It's fun, but at the same time, it's terrifying. So I don't know. Have you ever seen it, Jeremy?
I haven't seen that.
So it's about this group that are shooting a TV show, and the main character is just over the top dick.
Yeah.
Gee,
I wonder.
yeah.
So they go into
Life
this
imitating art.
abandoned insane asylum, but ends up that they've entered into kind of a place they can't get out of. So they physically cannot get out of the building. Every time they try to find the exit, everything's shifted, and it's crazy. And the creatures in it are terrifying.
That's fantastic.
So yeah,
So my number 2 honorable mention, Event Horizon. That's the one where the ship
yeah.
goes out and they're trying to do faster than light speed, and it disappears for 20 years or something like that,
Yeah.
and then it comes back up. And the story is about another rescue ship going out and getting that ship to figure out what happened. And
Huge
premise
mess.
is basically when they went faster than light, they opened dimension and went into hell and brought stuff back. It was creepy and scary.
And visually stunning.
Yeah, the filming in it was really neat.
And it's loaded. It's got
I'm gonna have
Lawrence Fishburne.
I
Sam
thought I'd
Neill.
seen it, but I'm gonna have to go back and watch this.
Amazing.
I'm just not remember a lot of it.
Pretty gory.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like it. I like
So
it.
your number 2 honorable mention?
The Omen.
Tillman?
The Omen.
The original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The actor's he's just absolutely an amazing actor and just never gets his. He's in a lot
Yeah.
of movies, but he's just
Yeah,
not that
no.
guy, right?
Yeah,
For some
no.
reason.
The only reason why The Omen didn't make it on my list is it's because it's so dated looking. Because it's a timepiece. It's from that era, but because of that, when you watch it, it does feel old. And to me, that kind of distracts it. But yeah, it's a hell of a story.
Yeah, I think, and they did a remake of it, which it actually is pretty. I think the guy that plays Sabretooth, something.
Oh no, Lee Schreiber.
Yeah,
Lev
Lev Schreiber,
Lev
right?
Schreiber.
That's right. Yeah.
I always say his name wrong.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So I think because that was my time period. It came out when I was a young, impressionable 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old kid, however old I was when it came out, and it just I'm like, man, this is evil. I just knew this is unsettling. So, but
Yeah.
Last honorable mention.
My last honorable mention is a movie that's dear to my heart from a kid. As a kid, it's not necessarily scary, but I loved it because I found out Wolfman has nards.
Good
That's
show.
my other.
That's a
that was
good
going to
one.
be my honorable mention.
Monster
That's-
Squad.
Yeah, that's a great
Yes.
show.
Great show.
Anytime it comes on TV, I'm
Yeah,
watching it.
Yeah.
Yes, and it was paying homage to all the classics.
Yep.
Because that'd be my honorable mention. Would probably be out of all of them would have been Lon Chaney's Wolfman. The first one was
Great movie.
great movie.
Yeah.
But that's Monster Squad was if you didn't pick that one, that was going to be mine.
Yeah.
But Wolfman, the Lon Chaney, not that they remade it, and it was okay. I just
Was that the one with
Hopkins and
No.
Toro?
and
yeah.
and the Toro, Hopkins was his father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a great fight scene though.
It
Yes.
was, yeah.
No, it is, but just something about the first one just
Well,
sealed it.
the ambience of the movie, just how it was shot. Jeremy, JD, Jesus Lord, this is gonna be hard for me. The ambience of how it was shot and how good these actors really were.
In black and white.
Yeah.
It's
Lon
just-
Chaney did his own makeup. The
Right.
transformation was one of the first ones on screen.
Yep.
So yeah, that's my honorable mention.
If,
I-
just to throw this in
No,
there,
please.
a movie that just recently came out with Kit Harington that is a vampire, or not vampire, werewolf movie that is phenomenal. You guys should watch. It's called The Beast Within.
I'd love to see it.
Uh,
Well, we should be doing that tonight, watching pizza and drinking.
great movie.
We're gonna have a short episode tonight. To do that.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting twist to the subject at the end. I'll just
Okay.
throw that out there.
Well, did you ever see the one with the Wolfman with Jack Nicholson and the
Yeah.
guy that was in?
The Wolf.
Yeah, another werewolves in London.
Yeah,
Or
fantastic.
Silver Bullet.
it was just Wolf. Yeah.
Just Wolf.
And he worked, and God, the guy that plays in Stargate, he's in it. He's the bad wolf in it.
Kurt Russell?
No, the other one, James
The
Spader.
shit-
James Spader.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
He's a shit
I
dude.
forgot about James Spader.
How do you forget James
No.
Spader? He's the voice of Ultron. So, God, I just forgot my. So, number 2.
No, third honorable mention.
Yeah. So I had it, and now we start talking about that. I forgot it. So give me a second here, maybe.
What was the genre of
You're talking.
werewolves?
Nosferatu,
Monster Squad?
Creature from the Black Lagoon,
No, you know what?
Swamp Thing.
Don't have to talk about my honeymoon.
I don't even want to ask on that one.
Do we take a break and come back? What? I had it, guys. I had it.
Just hold on to that thought, and we'll go to number 1 and come back for days.
Okay, so let me give you my number 1 then.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me skip. Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah,
The Keanu Reeves one.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't think it was
Gary
this.
Oldman.
And Anthony Hopkins, and that crazy chick from
Yeah, I
all
don't
the other
remember
movies.
how long ago it was that I saw that. I think I've only seen it once.
The cinema, it was very pretty the way they did, but
Yeah.
the playing with the shadows was really neat. And Haroldman is just amazing as an actor.
Is it the one
Go-
where he
go
turns
in.
into a dog too?
Yeah, he's a
Sure,
wolf,
yeah, I know
yeah,
so.
and he's ravaging the hell out of her in that
Yeah.
little walking
Garden,
area,
yeah.
garden area. Yeah, what? Holy smokes! And even Gary Ellis was in that one as well as Anthony Hopkins as well.
Carrie Ells was in it?
Yes, he was her fiance, the
I did not remember
redhead's
that.
fiance.
Oh, you're right. I totally forgot about
Yeah, she was dating 3 guys, and she went with the guy with the money.
Wow.
One was
I'm going to go watch that again.
one was a redneck cowboy, and I forget the other one was a doctor who helped Dr. Van Helsing, which was Anthony Hopkins.
Interesting. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it was. I've only seen it once, not 30 times or something like that.
It's hard if it's on and there's nothing else. It's a definitely. There's certain scenes I like, yeah. But Larry, what's your number 1?
My number 1 is not necessarily scary in today's terms, but I remember as a kid being absolutely horrified, and that is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I just got this in the mail, and I can't be more ecstatic. It's the cotton candy gun from the Clowns. Just the whole aspect of it, like the cotton candy cocoons and them sucking with a big straw. The scene where she's in the bathroom and all the little ones are popping out of the toilet and everything. It gave me nightmares when I was a kid, and I love it. So that's my number 1.
So my number 1 is 13 Ghosts.
Oh, that's a good
Matthew
one.
Lillard. And the reason why I bring it up, like we're talking about Flatliners, the sputtering effect that they do with the ghosts, because you kind of got that flatline with the little kid,
Boom. Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic.
but they just amped it even more on that one. And Matthew Lillard did a phenomenal job in that movie. But yeah, all the people in it, the house, it was.
I think he's such an underrated actor. Like, people bash him, but like,
He's in Scream. He's done a bunch of stuff.
Wing Commander, I love.
Yeah.
Summer Catch,
Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo, the Five Nights at Freddy's.
But yeah, that was one of the, like, because Friday the 13th was scary, but that was him. Yeah, I remember watching 13 Ghosts and the flashing of that. I'm like, oh no, that is not, that's not okay.
Well, then the fact that you're in a glass house that's constantly shifting,
Right.
so like you can see how to get out, but you can't get out
Well,
because
they cut the one guy in half.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. That's just nuts. So,
it's honorable mention.
honorable mention, not really a horror movie.
Debbie Does Dallas.
We're not-
That's kind of a horror movie.
that's a horror movie, not a horror
Oh,
movie.
okay, sorry.
Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park.
That's before my time, so Was that a made for TV?
1979. It was made for TV.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
77 or 79.
Was it cartoon or live action?
But
It was, yeah. So his Kiss was hired to do this concert at this park, and this guy's getting fired. So he's like a mad scientist kind of guy, and he creates these robots that are werewolves and Frankenstein, and Kiss has to fight them, and then he makes duplicates of Kiss, and they take over the Kiss concert, and they're getting the crowd all upset, like, you know, and everybody's going into a destructive mode from the lyrics of the song, and Kiss comes down, and they fight their doppelgangers. And
So a big acid trip, basically.
yeah,
That's awesome.
the most horrible show you've ever seen in your life. Yeah, so.
Is it worse than Kiss Saves Christmas?
No, that's fantastic.
So those are our picks for Halloween horror. Well, not necessarily Halloween, but horror movies that we like. So let us know in the comments what you guys
What your
like, or what
favorites
your
are.
top fives
Yeah,
are.
what yours are.
what ones did we miss?
yeah,
what
what
ones
ones-
have you not seen?
Or we haven't seen, right?
Yeah,
We'd
yeah.
love to see.